1, 2.
Which one we're doing?
John Wick 2.
So we're doing talking spoilers? Oh, should we consider John Wick as a mini franchise? We already got the movies.
We didn't do the first one, so here we go. It's talking spoilers.
Welcome to Talking Spoilers with John Wong, Angel Bo Miller, and Jose Butrago. Gay. So, what movie are we doing? We're doing John Wick.
John Wick 2, guy.
Why John Wick 2? Why don't we do John Wick 1 and then John Wick 2?
I don't remember John Wick 1.
Did we do John Wick 1?
No, we haven't done
Well, let's do John Wick 1.
it. You don't remember it, so
You don't remember John Wick 1? They killed his puppy.
No. Let's just do the second one because it's newer. We can go back.
Oh, we'll do
the
John
first
Wick
one
2 first.
Well, so restart that shit.
Yeah.
It's like Star Wars.
Welcome to Talking Spoilers. Today we have John Wick 2 on the cutting table. It's a great movie. That's my opinion. This is Angel Bonilla. With John Wong. I'm with
Lewis.
Butt Rago.
Blue Dog. Fuck you, Angel.
And we're going to go in on John Wick 2. We'll not really go in on it because I praise the movie. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. I could watch it while brushing my teeth, going to sleep, making love.
You're sick, fuck.
Watching John Wick 2. Yeah, that's just so. It's a good movie. It's one of those few movies that is actually better than the first part.
I was gonna say that I feel the same way that it is better than the first one. I feel like they upped the stakes, they upped the action. It's still balls to the wall, in your face, fucking gruesome action. No, it's great.
It's crazy. And it gives you like a whole new look into the assassin world.
I mean, yeah, and that was the first movie did a great job of world building, and they've only expanded upon in this one too, where it's getting bigger. Like they have a franchise.
Do you think they have
a
Assassin's Daycare? Like daycare for
Assassin's
single mother?
You got homeless
single mother
homeless
assassins?
people are assassins.
Yeah. They had everything. They had like a tailor. They had a tailor specifically for assassins. Gun shop, obviously, for assassins. The hotel. They had more rules. They showed you, like Lewis said, there's more in depth into the assassin's world, the Assassin's Guild. You see the rules. In this film, what brings John Wick back to his life of killing the shit out of people is he has a marker. There's this thing called the marker where you make a promise to another assassin, then you owe him a favor. They do you a favor, and then you owe them a favor. It's a blood oath, so you have to do it regardless. If not, people come after you and kill you.
His actions from the first one, coming out of retirement, makes him back in action where the other guy's ready to come back with his marker, saying, he's like, I would have left you alone had you stayed out of the business, but now that you're back, might as well. They fake you out too. They had you think for a second his dog got killed again. He says no to the marker. He's like, nah, I'm good. Oh yeah, I'm going to blow up your house and kill your dog again.
The dog survives though, don't worry. Spoiler alert. The dog survives, but they blew up his house, which is pretty sure. I'm pretty sure all his memories of his girl, like his pictures and all that other stuff, burnt down to the ground.
And before that happens, the opening sequence is really good. Just
him getting back his car.
Yeah, it's continuing where the first movie left off. They've stolen his car, and he goes to get it back.
Yeah, they got it from the first part. The main villain's brother, right? From this part,
his brother or cousin, something. Brother. They were all related.
Pick that shit up.
And then
the car totally got destroyed too.
Yeah, he got his car back, but it was total. And he fought like, oh my god! Every shot that he's precise. He's the most precise marksman that I've seen in film, other than the sharpshooter films with Mark Wahlberg.
So also what happens is Winston, who is the kingpin, of the Assassin Society.
Yeah.
Is the one that actually encourages John Wick to, respect the code. Yeah, his name's Winston.
Hotel. Yeah, Winston.
And the society, he's the kingpin of the secret assassin society, the Continental. Is what it's called.
Continental. Awesome.
Yeah, I like how the movie builds. It's like I said, they do the opening sequence with the action, but then for the next 30 minutes, they're building. They're building up.
They show like Lewis said. They show you in depth inside the assassin's world. He goes and gets like a new suit, bulletproof suit. He's going to get new weapons. He's going to get. What else did he get? It was like probably like because he saw like 3 people. I remember it was like a tailor, and I can't remember the other one. What he was like trying to get probably like maps and
they're
stuff
building
like
up because he agrees to take the marker, and there's this mob boss. He's next in line to be head of the table, but his sister is ahead of him, so he has to kill her. Which they say it's gonna
him D'Antonio.
Him taking this job is gonna be a suicide mission. And that she's almost untouched. It's hard to get through security. Like you're not going to be able to touch her. They made it seem like it was going to be this thing. He sneaks in pretty easily to get to her.
That's that third person that he saw. That's that third person he saw to get him inside herself. To get him inside the place.
Yeah, they made it seem pretty easy. But once he does, he gets into her in there. She's just like, I'm giving up on life. I'm giving up on life. Fuck it. Leave me my dignity. She ends up cutting her wrists in he's got to make it look like he killed her.
They were friends. They had that.
Yeah.
He gave her, and then he did shoot her in the head at the end of it.
Yeah, he feels bad about it. He doesn't really want to do it, but he knows that he has no.
But he also knows
this is important.
What's he's gonna leave.
Because who does this bring into the picture?
Common.
Oh yeah. Common. I usually don't like him in movies. I always feel, I don't know, he's...
What's his character?
Not really active. No, he does...
He said his name in it. He sat down like, Cassian.
Cassian, he does a great job in this movie. I like that dynamic of, he was what? The bodyguard to her. And now that John Wick has killed her, he's like, that's it. Yeah, it's on. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Revenge tour. And he was like the first guy to make a miss inside the film. Like he missed...
This is
either 1 to 2 shots. John Wick is like 1 to 2 shots to take a person down. 2 shots maximum to take a person down. Common, he wasted at least a whole clip of bullets and did not. Well, Cassian.
This movie's almost similar to the first one, though. Like I said, it takes its time in building the story. But like I said, 40 minutes into this, once he kills her, this is for the next hour and 20 minutes. It's fun. It's nonstop, balls to the wall action. They don't stop, and they make it because once he does this favor for him, the guy betrays him, and he puts a hit out on him, saying, "Oh, he assassinated his sister a fucking dickhead."
And he's excommunicado.
Yeah. So everyone is out to get John Wick. So they make it look like it's almost going to be like a Warriors type movie too. All the assassins from all over the place are coming for one night. They're all coming in for that money.
Where are they? Where's this set in? Because how many?
Well, aren't they in Rome in the beginning? Well, yeah, they're everywhere. That's every corner. They're world building. Like I said, this story doesn't have to end just with John Wick. They've had enough where now they can go into other assassins or just be about the Continental.
In New York City. So, be wary. There is a lot of fucking assassins in New York.
But I'm saying,
if you need to hit somebody,
the first half of the movie is in Rome. Once he kills her, Common catches him and he's like, "What are you doing here, John?" And he already has a feeling like, "Oh, he killed her," and so
he goes to see
everybody
dead. All bloodied up.
Everybody's after him, and then he goes underground, and then that's when it's revealed. Yeah, the guy was going to betray John Wick anyways, even though he did him the favor. So he sends his squad, led by the deaf girl. Mm-hmm. That actress, she's been in a few things recently. She was she was in Orange Is the New Black. She's been in Triple X, the new one, and she was also in Resident Evil. She had a bunch of movies come out all within the same time period this year. I feel like this character was a little underdeveloped.
She couldn't talk to them, but she was like,
yeah,
she didn't die there.
No, she does. At the ending, they have a battle.
But I could have sworn he left her alive as well.
No, she's out there bleeding out, and she's like, "I'll see you again."
I think she will see him again.
No, but you know he will see again though.
Common
is common.
Yeah.
He stabbed him right in like the chest, like in a part of his chest.
Yeah, the first fight that they have is great, and they have to stop because they end up falling into the hotel. The Continental, they're like, "Oh, break." Like, you have a drink in the hotel.
They sit down and have a drink at the bar.
And he's like, I'm still gonna fucking kill you, right?
I'm gonna kill you.
But yeah, then it's real.
Like, try, bitch.
Yeah, but the movie's very fast paced because after that happens, he's almost immediately he lands back in New York, and then once he's in New York, that's where it's like
$7 million contract.
A citywide hit contract out on him, and everybody comes to get him.
Everybody. There was a sumo wrestler assassin. There was a violinist assassin. They finally show how he kills people with pencils. Remember that scene?
It's pretty brutal. That's probably one of the. That's the most brutal death in that movie is the pencil. I squirm every time just seeing that shit. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad
because they talked about it in the last film, and they talked about it in the beginning of this film. How he killed 3 men with a pencil. He does it again in this one.
Oh my god, he fucked him up with a pencil.
He stabbed right to the back.
Same pencil, too. I don't see he's like 2 pencils.
He just used 1 pencil and killed like 3 people.
I mean, yeah, this movie is definitely has like old school action film vibes to it, and it's all about the fight choreography. The same writers came back for it. They had the same team from the first one behind it. They're on their way. This could go down as one of the greatest trilogies of all time. The first 2 movies have been unbelievable, and it really came out of nowhere. Keanu Reeves hadn't done much.
He was doing
he had done a few direct-to-video movies now, where it's like it's fallen off. But no, I've always been a fan of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, man, Keanu's that too. The assassin world, they have a chop shop. They have Taylor. He made a tailor-made suit. The whole suit was bulletproof because he was getting shot up. He was getting beat up. Towards the end of the film, he was very.
I'm pretty sure, the death count in this movie beats the first one. But the first one was over the top. And the first one, he killed at least like 70 people. And this one, I know it's also up there once again. But no, we're definitely gonna get a third movie from this. Budget, $40 million, ended up making 166, and the cliffhanger of an ending that they left it at too. I can't.
Yeah, because at the end of the film they make him excommunicado, which just means like he's out of the assassin's world, and everybody's after him. It's the death sentence basically. Yeah, the death sentence over his head.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna make a third one.
We didn't even we forgot to mention a reuniting of.
We're getting
a reuniting of. Because it comes to a point where he has no one to run to. He can't go to the Continental because the Continental is the one that got the hit on him or not. And he goes to the Bowery King, which is Lawrence Fishburne. When I was watching Morpheus, I was like, he's going to go see Morpheus. I was telling him he was going to see Morpheus.
And he fucking showed up.
What if this really is the Matrix and just a simulation? They're in the Matrix right now.
It just might be. Because he is the one. John Wick is the one.
And they just need to be reminded who they really are. Matrix 4.
Matrix 4. A crossover film? Alright. And then he's basically like a big, like almost like Winston is to the Continental, or what he is. That's who Lawrence Fishburne's character, the Bowery King, is. To the underground world of the underground assassin.
He has hobos working for him.
Exactly, that was bumps. Be careful for
how great would it be to watch them collide,
fight each other?
I have a feeling it'll probably come down to that in the next movie.
They did, but we didn't see it.
John Woods probably going to be with Morpheus, obviously.
He showed him a scar. He said, "You left me with this scar." And you left me with it. Like he did what he did to Common, but he did it to Long.
No, I'm saying Winston and what's
the Bowery King?
Yeah. What if they?
It's in play. There's a lot of things at play. They got the underground table to. Oh,
that's a good one right there.
The next movie is going to be pretty crazy. Not gonna lie. But yeah, once Keanu Reeves gets to New York, what is it? One of the first fights that he ends up fighting Common, and they're having their little shootout with their silence.
That was like
walking through like
they're walking
like a
through
train station.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I just like how they're all nonchalant about it. It's just like trying to shoot under his arm or whatever. Nobody sees anything going on, and then they're shooting through the waterfall. They definitely hit a lot of innocent bystanders in this.
But in this world, you never knew if they were an assassin or an innocent bystander. New York, there's a lot of assassins. So.
But yeah, their fight on the subway train is great, and he says, "You take this knife out of your artery, you're gonna die." But the way that they left it, it looked like Common was like, "I think he'll show up in the next one that he got the surgery and
you got it out."
Or what if it's still just stuck in him and he just lives like that every day?
I don't think it's because Lawrence Fishburne said the Bowery King told a story similar to what happened to John Wick gave him a choice. John Wick gave him a choice between either continue to chase him and like come after him, or to live. So he gave him an opportunity to live, which he doesn't do with most people. So you should feel lucky that you encountered John Wick and lived to tell the story, because most people don't get to do that. Just ask the guy who just killed his dog and stole his car.
Yeah,
he relentless. This guy wants you. Guess what? He's coming after you. You're gone.
I was like, I really wonder what the end game is going to be for John Wick, though. Is he ever really going to get to live in peace, or because they show
he's gonna die.
They show his wife again, where it's like what is going to be the end game? He's going to die.
Nah, he dies. That's the only way he escapes this life. Is death.
Well, he's gonna take control of the assassin community and then dismantle it.
They set it up for the third one where there's going to be a lot of things at play, but I could see him dying.
Yep, third film, gone.
I said a cool way they could introduce the assassin that kills John Wick, and you could still continue the franchise and make it about the guy that killed John Wick and what happens after that shit. Because they're all bad guys, so it's not. You can have a guy that's protagonist and still go after, you know.
Yeah, because there's no real protagonist, because these are all people that basically anti-protagonists, if you want to call it, like anti-heroes.
Yeah, he has to go through so many people to finally get to that. The main guy that had betrayed him, and I like the little homage. It's almost like with all the mirrors up when they're going through that room with all these mirrors and stuff. It's sort of like an homage to Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, and all that shit.
Yeah, that little scene was cool. And then continues. He's going after Santino.
Yeah, he gets to the Continental. He's like, I'm untouchable now.
The Continental. Sitting down with a drink, John Wong.
Yeah, I said, fuck you, man.
John Wong came in and just blasted out. John Wick said, fuck the rules. Fuck you, Winston. He just walked right past Winston. Winston's like, John, calm down. Don't do anything right. And bow, he just shoots him right in his head.
And if this was anybody else but John Wick, they would have assassinated the
spot
in the Continental. Yeah, in the Continental, they would have, because he broke the rules. They were like, they wouldn't just excommunicate him. They would have killed him right there, because we already seen what happened when the rules got broken in the first movie. The girl did the same thing.
Killed.
They killed her right then and there. Like, the rules, but they let him live because of the things that he had done for them.
That's a boss ass move. He probably wouldn't have killed him if he would have played. Santino would have played it. He was
talking shit to him.
He was talking shit. He was like,
can't do nothing. Wasn't he eating at the same time too?
Because he was like, I could stay here forever. And then he was like, and Winston was like, oh, calm down. Said something to him like more along the lines of, calm down. And then he was like, yeah. Like Santino's like, yeah, egging him on, instigated. And he fucking, blew his koofy right off his. So then that's when he gets excommunicado, because
Yeah, they let him know that
rules.
he has an hour left, and after that, there's going to be no help. He's on his own, and pretty much he's looking around him because now he's all paranoid. He knows it can be anybody.
Everybody.
So the movie ends with him running off.
No, before he runs off,
he gets a marker too, though.
Winston comes towards him. Winston comes towards him and talks to him. They talk to him like in the park. I think probably like Central Park.
Yeah,
and then he lets him know that it could be anybody, come from anywhere, because all the people that are walking, stop, turn around and look at him. That was at least 100.
Because now there's an even bigger hit contract out on him now.
Yeah, now
he definitely has
double.
He's got no help, and it seems like it's going to be a pretty grim end for John Wick. But let's see what happens.
$14 million.
I'm hoping the next movie is going to open up right where we last left off. The hour later, what's going to happen now? But both movies, I like. The first one came out of nowhere, and it was surprisingly good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and then this one was even better. Like it is great. A scale of
what do we rate it?
For me, again, this movie is amazing. It's a 9 out of 10.
I would agree with you right there. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And the moral of this story is: be careful in New York because you might get killed. There's a lot of assassins at play in New York City.
Yeah, you don't need to be an assassin. You just get killed.
Somebody asks you for $1. A bum asks you for $1. Make sure you give them that $1. Because if not, you might turn around, pow, silencer right to your fucking forehead. You're dead. Where did Lewis go? Lewis, where did you rate it? Well, he stepped out. He went to go wash his vagina with his new douchebag.
Give it 9.5 out of 10.
Huh?
9.5.
9.5. We gave it 9s.
Might as well just give it the rest.
I definitely look forward to the next one.
We're about to take a break. Love y'all. Remember, this is Talking Spoilers.